Guys, what is going on? It's Chris Colgan, your favorite DMV area realtor. And I gotta tell you, this real estate market here is insane in the Washington, D.C. area. I am gonna be going over all the numbers here with the market in Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. By the way, if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, or if you know somebody buying or selling a home, definitely tell them to hit me up at this number below or shoot me an email, info@colganteam.com. And please subscribe. I mean, my God, I'm just trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I used to look like Brad Pitt before I got into real estate because this market has definitely drove me insane and it's stressful. Let me tell you right now, I have been writing multiple offers. One of my listings, I listed it for $600,000 and we got 3 offers and it got bid up to $25,000 above list price because there's super low inventory here in the DC market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down DC, the region as a whole, then kind of show each county. And then if you want to skip to your area, I'll put the chapters down here below where you can do that. But let's talk about the DC market in general. So Bright MLS is the one who comes out with this data. They actually are the ones that have all that, where we put our listings in, which feeds it to Zillow, Redfin, all the other websites that you should be on, like chriscolgan.com, of course. So here's what I look at, like, right, the DC area, right? So looking at it from January of this year to January of last year. So there was last year, the houses, like the closed sales have been about the same, right? Like no change there, but medium sold price has gone up 7% from 500,000 to 535,000. Medium days on market has gone down 10 days. So houses are selling a lot faster. New pending sales are down 10%. Why is that? Because active listings are down 11%, and then active new listings, and then active listings are down 5%. So there is really low inventory right now. Month supply, though, this drives me insane. There's only 1 month supply of homes in the DC market. I told you guys this before on other videos that I've seen it in my career be 8 to 12 months. So this is a really low inventory, and then showings are down 17%. Why is that, right? So they go on to say in here, January, the median sold price in the DC metro area was $535,000, going up 7%, and is actually up 29% since January of 2019, right before the pandemic. So they also, like, one thing I would want to show you guys really quick is let's take a look at this mortgage rate thing, right? Like, beginning of last year started off really slow, and then the summer was really dead. What happened? The rates hit 8% over the summer, and they've steadily declined, but you know what? We're kind of stuck at this like little 6.75 or 7%, but I have had some clients recently get 6% or 6.25. But keep in mind, guys, we are not going to see the good old days of 2 or 3%. If we do see that, then you know what, we've got some kind of major problems going on. So I don't really see that happening. And let me just show you one other thing right here, right? Like you can see where these days on market spiked way up when the rates went up, right? So the rates are really affecting everything. It's keeping a lot of people off the sidelines, but we have so many people moving here into the DC area, and we have such a limited inventory. And one thing that I don't really tell you guys a lot about is the data centers are buying up all the land. So developers have been selling off their properties to the data center companies. So you're seeing a lot more data centers and not housing. So the DC market is going to have a huge housing shortage, I believe, in the next 10 to 20 years. And that's why you're seeing these historically high prices. So let's talk about individual areas. So the first one I just want to talk about is Washington, D.C., which I'm licensed in D.C. as well. We all know that D.C.'s taken some hits recently. They lost the Wizards and the Capitals potentially, Fannie Mae's headquarters, the FBI headquarters. New listings are down 10% year over year. New pendings are down 17%. Closed sales are kind of even. But then look at that. The medium sold price is actually up 10% year over year. So prices are rising to $602,000. But then look, active listings is actually up to a 5-year high. It's 1,690 days on market, 52, which is a 5-year high. And then people are getting 96% of ask price. So places in DC are taking longer to sell. So just keep that in mind. DC is going to be a little bit more negotiable, but recently I've seen a lot more people that want to be in DC look more into the Arlington and Alexandria area. But let's check out Northern Virginia and see what's going on in there. All right, so one of the places that people call me on all the time that watch this YouTube channel that are moving to the area is Arlington, Virginia, one of the more popular areas in all of the United States. So let's take a look and see how the market is doing there. New listings are down 9%. They had a 5-year average of 228 in January. Right now there's only 198 that came on. And then new pendings are actually up 6%. Closed sales are up 17%. But then medium sold price, which is kind of confusing, is only up 1.3%. So things are a little bit slower in Arlington, but active listings only 199, which is close to a 5-year low. And then days on market is 39, which is a little bit higher than the 5-year average of 38. And then people are getting 97% of their list price. Now, Arlington obviously kind of goes all over the map. You have so many different housing prices. You have condos, you have $10 million homes. So Arlington's kind of all over the place. But let's check out Alexandria. All right, so Alexandria, another huge area, plenty of housing going on. New listings are down 14%. New pendings are down 14%. Closed sales are up a little bit under 1%. But then look at that, the medium sold price is actually down 2.3%. So prices have kind of gone down a little bit in Arlington. Now what it looks like here, if I look at this graph, in January there was a little bit of a spike where it went down. But you know, around over the summer or early spring last year, it was in the 7s. I'm not too concerned about that. A lot of new construction in Alexandria. I don't think Alexandria is going for a tidal wave or anything like that, because one thing I can look at is active listings are at a 5-year low at 105, and then the average days on market is only 30, and then people are getting 98.8% of ask price, which is the best it's ever been. So most people that are listing in Alexandria are getting what they want. The reason why I think that medium sale price came down is because rates went up, right? So then the price point that people can afford obviously went down. So definitely keep that in mind. Let's dive deep in a little bit more of the suburbs of Northern Virginia, which I don't think you will believe. All right, so let's check out Prince William County. Really hot market, a lot of new data center development going on in there as well. Western Prince William County is doing really good. So new listings down 25%. Look at that. Their 5-year average was 453 homes a month. Only 302 came on. New pendings are down 10%. Closed sales are down 8%. Medium sales price is up 8.5% to $515,200. So prices in Prince William County are actually up 8%. Active listings 227, which is below their 5-year average for January. Days on market 29, and then people are getting 99.1% of asking price. So let's look at some cities and see how their average sold prices are faring. So Haymarket is actually way down. Down 15%. Why do I think that is? I think it's because there's a brand new 55 plus community in there that's a little bit, not cheap by any means, but I think it brought prices down a little bit because it's such a huge development. But anyway, 690,000. I think it's probably more of that average of 819. Gainesville's average is up 14% to 656,000. Bristow's is up 4% to 592,000. And then Manassas is even to around 490,000. And then Woodbridge is up 9% to 487,000. So Prince William County, a very strong market, very popular, probably the more affordable one when you look at like the 5 areas of Northern Virginia for sure. Let's check out Loudoun County, because I don't think you're gonna believe what's going on in Loudoun County. All right, Loudoun County, you know, one of the more popular counties. On my Instagram, at Chris Colgan Team. By the way, hit me up at the number below if you are thinking about buying or selling a house anywhere here in the DMV. Info at colganteam.com. Loudoun County, new listings are down 6%, new pendings are down 2%, closed sales up 15%, which is insane. Medium sold price is up 2.5% to $670,000. Think about the medium sold price in Loudoun County is $670,000. Active listings 392. Days on market average 25 days, and people are getting 99.3% of list price. So that's a really strong market over in Loudoun. Let's look at some of the cities and see what's going on. Just kind of some of the bigger ones. So Sterling's average sales price is up 30%, which that kind of must be a fluke, but who knows, to $648,000. And look at that, Great Falls up 17%, $1.8 million. Ashburn, one of the more popular areas, obviously $761,000, up 9%. Leesburg is a little bit even, $743,000 average. And then just looking out here, Percyville's average sales price is down a lot. to 710, and then Aldi's is down a little bit to 925,000. So you did see some people have to reduce over in those market, but Ashburn and is obviously one of the more stronger towns in all of Virginia. But you know what? I think some people are starting to get priced out of Loudoun County because, right, the prices are going up so much, and as those rates went up, that really hurt affordability. But we'll see how that goes in the future. But right now, we just had this historically low inventory that's going to keep going on. The next place that I want to check out and kind of show you guys is going to be Fairfax. So let's dive deep into there. All right, so checking out Fairfax, a ton of great things are going on in Fairfax. I don't know if you guys have been, man, but like Tyson's area, McLean, so many new things are going on there. I just saw Maggiano's is switching locations. They've been at Tyson's Corner Mall for 30 years, which is insane, but a lot of great things going on in Fairfax. New listings are down 10%. New pendings are down 12%. I think closed sales are down 5%. Again, when you don't have a lot of new listings coming on, that's going to drop your closed sales. Medium sold price is up 6.6% to 650,000, and then active listings 646. Days on market 26, but then look at this. People are getting 99.3% of asking price. So Fairfax is definitely a very strong market. And you got to remember, you know, we don't have these huge tract neighborhoods in Northern Virginia, so there's just not a lot of inventory. Let's look at like some of the average sold prices in Fairfax County, like some of the bigger areas, like Reston's is up 20% to 617,000. Springfield's up 10% to 637,000. And then Fairfax, the zip area, Fairfax, 683,000, up 1%. Herndon's is up 1% to 581,000. Falls Church is down a little bit, 613,000. So Springfield's also a really hopping area. Look at that, 637,000. So really popular area right now. Fairfax is really popping. You know, Reston has a ton of great things going on, some high-end new houses going on. Of course, you have Google over there. You've got Microsoft. You've got Reston Town Center. So just a lot of great things going on over there. Let's just check out one or two other places. So it came out recently. Let's talk about Frederick County, where Winchester is located. It came out recently that Winchester is the fastest growing place in Virginia. So let's see what that means, right, for the numbers, right? So new listings are down 11%, new pendings are down 3%, and then closed sales are up 37%. Medium sold price, 367,000, up 6%. So medium, you know, if you're willing to drive out to Winchester, it's very affordable. Another good like option if you're like, especially if you're a remote worker, I would definitely consider Winchester. Active listings 179, but look at that, it takes about 50 days on average for a house to sell, and then average sold to list price is 96%. So Winchester, very hot market, but Frederick County kind of gets pretty large. You have places like Stevens City, like Frederick, and all that. All right, now let's take a look at Fauquier County. Fauquier County is kind of weird, right? Like the prices all over the map because you can get a $10 million farm or a $300,000 townhouse, but new listings are down 20%. New pendings are up 4.3%. Closed sales down 11%. But look at this. Medium sold price is up to 625,000, up 15%. So Fauquier is really hopping right now. Active listings 109, average days on market 38. And then people are getting 96.3% of asking price. So Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C. is going a little bit slower, but Northern Virginia is definitely popping. Hit me up at the number below if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. You know, your boy knows the market. Also 5 million viewers a month that we get on our Instagram. That's only about the DMV area. And if you want to sell your house, we put your house for sale on there. I just put one of my listings on there and it had like 500 shares, something like 25,000 views, and we had like 40 or something people show up to the open house. It was insane. So if you want that type of marketing, definitely hit me up. And if you want to buy a house, my team and I would love to help you. Just text me anytime. I'll see you guys at the top or from the top.